everyone. Sorry, I just ate some animal crackers, so they're like stuck in my teeth. Anyway, so over the past couple months or so, I've been getting a lot of questions on Jaxson, his head banging, his choking, his development, the helmet. I've been asked to have to do a review on the helmet once it comes in, to talk about how he's dealing with it in the first days, weeks, whatever, the reason he has it, all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to just kind of hopefully get it all in this video. I'm going to go kind of quickly through a lot of things because there is so much to cover. But before I start, I do want to say I have gotten quite a few messages privately on YouTube in my inbox about, you know, he's a toddler, he only is this age once, you need to enjoy it, yada yada yada. Sorry, my phone. You know, all that kind of stuff. I get it. I really do. I enjoy him thoroughly, even with all this stuff. And obviously these videos I do is just updating you guys on everything that's been going on. So it's not like we sit here and just focus on that with Jaxson. He does so many more things that are so cool to us and so exciting and new and fun. It's not just all this kind of stuff, but that's what this video is about, so that's what I'm talking about. But of course I enjoy my children at this age. I enjoy them at every age. So I do realize this is my last child, so I'm trying to really just soak it all in because I won't experience this age ever again until I have grandchildren, and then it'll be a whole different story. So anyway, done with that. I'm going to move on and just explain some things. He still is choking. He's not doing it nearly as much. I did talk to the doctor about it again because we go over this every time we go in, and they suggested that we go see an ENT, an ear, nose, and throat doctor. So they're going to check to make sure there's not any abnormalities that are physically causing him to choke. And by choke, I do mean like Heimlich, turning blue choke. We've called 911 a couple times for it, for the choking. So it's choking. More so though, recently he has been gagging, which is a good sign. He's not actually choking. He'll start gagging and then spit it out instead of just trying to get it down. We don't know if it's not certain foods he chokes on. It's not certain textures. We really haven't found a rhyme or reason because he could be doing great with this certain food for a long time and then all of a sudden out of nowhere he chokes. He was doing this multiple times a week. Now it's just once in a while, every other week, and most of the time he gets it out on his own. He'll get to the point where he's not breathing at all. There's no air movement, nothing, but he somehow gets it up on his own. So I'm convinced it's not entirely completely lodged, but there's something going on. So ear, nose, and throat doctor next week, either Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. I have to check my calendar. After that, we have the developmentalist appointment. It was supposed to be towards the end of April. It got bumped up to the beginning of April because there was a cancellation, which is good for us, so we don't have to wait as long. They're just going to kind of go over everything in that appointment. I mean, I kind of know what to expect because we went to, and we'd still go to those appointments with Trevor. And back when he was diagnosed with Asperger's, I remember kind of the questions they ask and everything they go over. So I'm assuming it'll probably be the same with Jaxson. So I will update you after that appointment. I'll update you as we just go because there's going to be a lot of stuff going on here. And then after that, the doctor said they would like him to get evaluated again by occupational therapy. He was having occupational therapists come to our home way back when he was a lot younger, and he graduated. So I don't know if things have changed to the point where he needs it again. I don't know. And he also talked about feeding therapy, which he graduated from feeding therapy too. I think it was last year, early last year. I don't know. Anyway, so that's kind of what's going on. We still don't have any answers. We still don't know if what's going on is normal or if there's something going on. I don't even like to use the term normal, but you know. So I'll just keep you guys updated and posted on that. As for the helmet, the reason we got the helmet is because he hits his head really, really bad on this thing here, the crib. And we've tried a ton of different things and it's not working. I've tried to do we had like noodles, pool noodles almost, that go around here. Well, he was starting to eat those and getting those, and with the choking issue, I was like, took those off. We changed cribs because he broke the other one because he was hitting his head and kind of like bouncing around, banging so hard the bottom fell out, which was scary. So we switched cribs, and we had him in a pack and play, but he does the same thing in the pack and play, and then he tips over his pack and play, gets out and hits his head on the wall. So a lot of times he's been sleeping with us just for safety issues, and so that's what the helmet is for, because I do want him sleeping in his crib. I get horrible sleep when he's with me now, because every time he sits up, he'll try to hit his head on us or on the headboard. I have to put him back. It's just, it's, you know, a sleep issue. So, and a protection issue. So we got him the helmet. Our doctor sent us to a prosthetic company, which conveniently is located right by our pediatrician's office. And this is a Danmar product. They're made out of Ann Arbor, Michigan. But this is the helmet. It's pretty flexible, not too comfortable looking to me to sleep in, but you know, we gotta do what we have to do. It's what's best for him. And they gave us 3 different choices. This one, it was by far the ugliest and gaudiest looking one, but it also was the one that was the most flexible, and I thought for sleeping, you know, it can kind of form to his head, and hopefully it would work. So this is the gist of it. It's like a foamy, plasticky kind of material, and then on the inside there's 2 foam pads, one in the front and one in the back. There's 2 reasons for these. It adds a little extra protection because he bangs his head right here and right here in the back of his head, and it makes it a little bit more snug so it's not constantly shifting around. And then as he grows, if we still need it, which hopefully we don't need this as he grows, we can just peel those out and his head can grow into the helmet, because these helmets run about $300. So I don't want to be buying them all the time as he grows if he needs them, which, like I said, hopefully he doesn't. So, and there's an adjustable little strap here. And then this is what I was nervous about when we were getting the helmet. I was nervous because it has a snap. FDA regulations require a snap instead of just a buckle. That way, if, you know, strangulation or whatever, it'll unsnap itself. So it goes on him like, you know, like a helmet. And then this goes under his chin through the ear hole, and it just snaps on. And I was surprised to know that he was not able to undo the snap. So he doesn't quite have the skills to get that off yet, which is a good thing. So hopefully he can get used to the helmet, before he figures out how to do the snap. So that being said, that's basically the gist of the helmet. He wears it in the car and he wears it in bed. All the other times I'm with him, I'm able to stop him from doing whatever he's doing, and I don't feel it necessary to have him wear it during the day because I'm there and I'm able to control the issues. Last night was the first night he wore it. It was okay. It was really rough getting him to go to sleep. It took him a long time to go to sleep with it. Obviously he's not used to it. I don't expect him to be used to it yet. We knew this was going to happen, but he cried and he screamed and he was yanking on it, and he actually has some marks right here from him yanking so hard, which is way better than hitting his head in my opinion. And I'm hoping within a week or 2 maybe he'll be used to it and just kind of accept it. That's my hopes anyway. Might be high hopes, but it's my hopes. And yeah, he cried and he cried and cried, but once he fell asleep, he stayed asleep all night. He did not bang his head, not once last night, which that's the first time since he was 10 months old. The only other time I can think of that he didn't bang his head to go to sleep or in the middle of the night was when he had RSV. So I don't know if he was just that exhausted and distracted from the helmet and from crying that he just zonked out for the night, or if it had something to do with the helmet and the pressure that he didn't feel the need to bang the head, or if it was just a fluke. I have no idea, but it was sure nice to get some good sleep. He woke up at 5 when our alarms go off. He always wakes up and it's 5 o'clock is the worst time for his head. He will just smack the sucker. And usually I get him calmed down fairly quickly, but yeah, he woke up, he kind of stirred, made a little and went back to bed. And that was that. So he didn't even hit his head. And then he started finally banging his head at about 6:30-ish this morning. So yeah, not horrible, not the best, but it was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. So I'll kind of update you guys later on how everything's going, but that's kind of what it is right now. And yeah, so I hope I answered some questions. If you do have any more questions, you can always ask me or comment below or inbox me or whatever. Or I am on Facebook, Sandra, last name The Thrifty Mommy, spelled just the way it is here on YouTube. So anyway, I guess that's about it, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.